2, 1. We should be live. We should be live. Right. We should be live. 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 Alive. Alive. Hey, we should be live. We should be live. Live, 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 live. We should be live. We should be live. We should be live. Yep, and we're good. Boom, bada boom, bada boom, 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 ba boom, 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 bada boom, bada boom, ba boom, 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 bada boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba bada boom, bada boom, 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 ba oh. Wait, I gotta complete my style before we start. I gotta complete my style. Hey, yes, I am here. Wait, there we go. Hey guys, my name's Drunk Penguin and welcome to Sat Talk. Wait, what? Are you saying it's not Saturday? Tuesday? How long have I been knocked out? What? Well, hey guys and welcome to Tuesday. We're not going to be doing a gaming thing today. Oh hell no. We're going to be doing something a little bit extra. Or different. Extra, different. I need to stop being distracting. But welcome to Drunk Penguin event number 1 during Christmas, so actually just number 2. Of the live stream in December, basically, because it's been a while since I've made a stream in any term, especially in this term, where we get to sit down and talk. But I'm not just sitting down and talking for this stream. No, 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 no. I will also be doing one of the all-time normal things, which is Christmas cards. Yes, we're about to jump into the hell of fun, into the land of fun and mystical adventures, and do some Christmas stuff. Now, to do that, we gotta get to our next scene, which is this is where I would do some editing. Welcome to the drawing board in sense. This is where things are going to go down. So this right here, it might be a bit laggy on your end just because of frame rates and the interweb where I am. It's not exactly that good, but it will do during our time. Now, I'm only gonna be, unfortunately, I'm only gonna be here for about an hour just because it's coming up to Christmas. Things are mayhem, and in this video or in this stream, I'm gonna be talking about not only Christmas but also my family when we come towards Christmas. So let's get into all of that. But before we get onto the Christmas cards, because my brain is going 1,000 miles an hour trying to think of what I can do and what I can say and try and make this not boring. So have you got a family where you basically leave things until the last minute to get things done? Well, welcome to my life as well. We are penguin bros or sisters, or we're family related, because I get you. But in this time, this year, my family done this early decision to try and get Christmas in our house done early, because normally we wait until the last week, which guess what? This is the last week until Xmas, so it's a big thing. So one of the things that I have to say or the things that is going on basically, is on the first week of December. I could turn this into a song, I really could, but I'm not going to. On the first week of December, my family, we all sat down and we said, you know what, let's get the house ready early. Let's get everything ready early. That was the decision that we were going for. However, it's now the last week of Christmas, or coming to the last. It is the last week until Christmas, and only today I have put up decorations. I've hoovered up. I've done the things that would normally be done. The things that have not, the things that we were doing from the first week until now, the fourth week, or the third, I can't remember, weeks. We've been trying to clear out houses. We've been trying to clear out our house, the front room, paint that. I'm also trying to clear out my room. Yes, I have to get onto that in a second, but I basically been trying to sort out the house in the meantime, and in this week alone, I'm also waited until the last second to get my room sorted. Yes, I know I've done a video a couple of days ago basically saying, hey, get yourself motivated. A clean environment means a good sense of steam. I need to hang my head in shame. No. But I have not been keeping to my own promises. So yes, I'm basically getting my room sorted out right now. Reasons why: I want to get it done. 2, it leaves more space for me to, wrap presents. And 3, I also want to kind of repaint some things in my room, because they're starting to look like olden times 1,000. It's not good. So that is why I am here at the moment. But and I've been talking a bit too long at this point. So the things that are happening right now. Literally today, I've done the back garden. Well, not done it. I've sorted it out, and other things again. There. Really, you don't need to know this stuff. Why am I talking about this stuff? You don't need to know this stuff. Why? Why? Let's get into the actual thing of today. So, first off, Christmas cards. We all know Christmas cards. We've all done Christmas cards as a kid in school. But during today's standards, we don't really make Christmas cards anymore. We buy them. It's a bit upsetting, because really, our imagination is one of the key points, key reasons why our civilization, our species has thrived. So really, hopefully, in this stream, I will get you to the urge of making your way to the Christmas standards, or making your way towards a good Christmas. So let's get straight on to the Christmas cards, shall we? So this is my Christmassy cards view of such. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit more. Not really, without disturbing everything else. So this is our platform right here. Now, as we all know, a Christmas card is basically a card. It needs to fold in half. So let's get that underway right now. Hopefully you won't be able to hear all the clicking around that I'll be doing for today. So what I'm going to be doing right here is going down to the page, clicking that, and then clicking up here, going to this anchor point and trying to straighten that up. Okay, I've made this horribly to begin with. You know what? Starting over. but we are starting over. Right, what I need to do first of all is rectangle. Simple way, get to the middle, get to this point. When you see this point here, that basically means that you are in the middle. That is the center, and then you can just bring this down to this point here. We're also gonna bring up the line of such, and we're gonna make the filter or the fill a none. So not a none, it's going to be none, so it's not going to have a filter. All it is basically an outline. So that's what we're going for the moment. So also at this point, I want to duplicate this, or I want to copy. Now I can go to my edit place, which is there, and I can just basically copy. On Macs, you can also go with like Control. I think it's Control C to actually copy things, and then Control V to place them. Yep, I am 100% smart. Well, maybe not 100%, but hey, it's me. I'm the penguin. So first off and first all, I want to know which one is my front and which one is my back. I'm not going to focus in the middle of it such. I'm just going to focus on the outside. So I'm going to go for front. Typing is very small to begin with, but I can always just bring that forward, and there we go. Spelling for myself is a horrid nightmare. Literally, my nightmares is words attacking me just because I can't deal with them right. So let's go on to this. Even though I don't really need this right now, I am just going to do that, and in a sense just copy that and duplicate that as well. So we have two of these. That's the front. This will be the back. And so we have it at this point. Now what I can do as well is practically just going straight into designing. Now we all know Christmas as the main things of trees, Santa, elves, and beautiful bright colors. So let's go for something along those lines. I'm gonna try and make, you know what, in most Christmas cards, Christmas trees and Santa is normally in the foreground. No one's forgetting, but for some reason people forget about the snowman. Right now I could just basically say, oh, there's a snowman in there, and I'm done. But that's not true, and it's not creative enough. So let's grab ourselves some circles, some good old circles, and create some circles. We are gonna be doing the fill as white, and then for our outline, we're gonna take this to say like a gray or black. What do you think is a good idea? I think if I can read your mind correctly, and I think I can read your mind, you're gonna say black. So let's go for black for the moment. Oh no, I done something super badly. No, I just pressed the wrong window, the wrong tab of such. So here we are with our snowman. Now he looks a bit grey, and that's because I pressed the wrong one. I need white, not grey. So here, this is our snowman right now. Honestly, I could try and make Olaf, but I'm not gonna go down my horrible artistic route right now. Maybe sometime in the future, but for right now, no. I'm gonna make the outline a bit more bolder so we can see it a bit more clearer, and gonna put it into the middle there as well, just so it's nice and simple to see. So, I'm wanting to make more circles. Now, I can go and create these circles by normal and just go and continue making some random circles, or I can just duplicate this. And instead of pressing V this time, I can actually go for Control F, which basically places the same object in the same place. So there's two of a such. Now, at this point, I can bring this down. It's going to look different. That's only Shift. Now I'm going to press Alt as well. So right now, we have our body. We have our body for a snowman, and now we can go and forth and do another one, and I can bring this up to the top as well and bring this down nice and small. So that's a typical snowman. That's what you see pretty much everywhere, and I don't mind that. I'm going to go for more of a typical route anyway, but I'm also going to be wanting to add some other things as well. So Snowman is almost complete. We need some buttons, we need his arms and some eyes. Now, I could try and make a really creepy Santa, but for right now, I'm wanting to make a normal Santa with the tools. I'm not going crazy over creativeness. For right now, I'm just wanting to create things that are quite simple at the moment. Now I can just click on the circle thing and plop a circle down, and this we can then fill these in. Now I'm going to go for a normal button look for the moment with grayness, and I'm going to size these down quite a lot to the point where, you know, it's there. Now I'm also going to zoom into the front side, so I know where I'm working at right now, so that's okay. I'm just coming to this. Now I can do a good old famous tool, which is copy and paste it in the same position, and I can do a normal thing, which I'm going to for the moment, just trying to keep everything to what we all know and love about Snowman, and then we'll try and add some creativeness to it, change Snowman around a bit so it's not just plain. So I'm also gonna add, oh sorry if that clicked the microphone there, I'm also gonna add some sticks. Now I'm gonna make these a little bit weird to the point that they actually curve, so they're actually like sticks and not just, you know, a straight line. So I'm gonna make these look a little bit more natural of a touch. So for this I would need to get rid of the fill, make sure it has like an outline, and that's our stick right there. I can also make a branch thicker. I can make a branch thicker, and at this point it's all happy. Like it has one arm, and we can change the color of his arm to make it look a bit more like it was picked out of a tree. So it's a bit more wooden. That's a bit more of a dark wood. So let's go for something a little bit more brighter. Yes, I like that. I do like that. And a touch that we can do to a bit more detail is to add. I need to zoom in. I don't know what I'm doing right here. And I'm just going to add in a kind of like a stretched out circle of such. This time I don't want any outline, I just want the fill. So I'm going to go for the fill, and I'm just going to bring this over a tad. Over a tad, and then I can zoom in closer, not zooming out, zoom in closer, and try and line this up to the point where, because if I move this out the way, it's just it just looks like it sticks into the snowman. So that's really okay, but at the same time we also want it to look a bit different, a bit more nicer. So I'm trying to get this down to the point where we just see the outlines. So like right there. And that generally looks like we've stuck it into the snowman. So it has some sort of 3D aspect to it. So I do actually like that. And what I'm going to do here as well is add some fingers to it as well. Or should we just go with gloves? Ooh, I'm thinking gloves. I'm generally thinking like mittens, like typical mittens that we see in like, you know, in stories and in books and in real life of such. So we'll go for some mitten types of things. I have to try and think of mittens right now and how they look like. So this is going to be a bit interesting, right? Mittens are almost like a glove, almost like that. We can add a bit of detail to that a bit later, and we can go, or we can go to the fill and we can say, oh, we want that, or we want something like that, or any type of detail that we want. If we don't like these, we can just go for a normal, say, greeny color. Go for a bit more dark greeny color, and we'll also go to this. Now this, I'm going to modify our circle to make it look a bit more like a mitten. So as a mitten, you would have the normal round bit, which is what we already have, but we also need the thumb. So we'll go for that. Now I'm also going to take into the point of view of the snowman looking at me. So if that's looking at me, his left side is a stick that he already has. So he has his left side to him. So I'm going to try and match that up with him. So his left side would be this way. So if I have a look, this is my left. So I'm going to have to try and get the thumb on the right hand side as I'm looking at it. So I need to try and remember that. Going into this as well, I can go into my pen tool and I can practically say, oh, I want this part and I want this part. So I'm making some more finer details and I'm adding this out. So from here, I'll add that there. I'll add a bit of a roundness to this as well. And I'm also gonna add a bit more. Now I'm gonna zoom in. I need to remember which way is zooming in with these. I'm gonna zoom in to here and this part here. And what I'm going to do is click into the middle part and bring it out a bit. Now that looks really, really weird. but what we can do here is bring this down a bit, and we can bring, oh, that's all of it. I just want this part here, so I can double click on this if I need to. Nope. Why? I think I need, yeah, I needed to click on the actual thumbnails or the pins, and I'll bring this out a bit as well. Make the thumbnail a little bit more thicker as well. And bring this down a bit. Cool, so at this point, that's looking pretty good. I do like that. And then what I'm going to do as well, even though the thumb is a lot bigger than what it would look like, but this is a snowman. Snowmans are different. I mean, I have a friend. I'm the drunk penguin, so I have friends, you know. Most of my friends are snowmen, so I know how they look like. But they would kill me if they found this one up. So we're gonna go on this side here. I'm gonna bring this bit down, and I'm also gonna bring this bit down as well. And I also want to bring this part of the glove down as well. It looks really weird, and that's because it is. I'm actually gonna tweak the thumb a bit and actually shrink that down to more proportional. So that's a bit more proportional than it would look like. So at this point, I'm gonna go to the effects tab. You won't be able to see this, but I'm actually going to the effects tab, and I'm gonna be choosing to texturize this, and I'm gonna actually go on to Texturizer, and we'll see what this comes up with. So this is what it comes up with, the texturizer, and it has like all of these different things: patchwork, stained glass, all of these different types of stuff. I'm not going to go too much into detail or too much advanced for the moment. All I'm really going to be doing is going on to texture. Now this is just going to add a bit more bumps and that stuff to make it a bit make it look a bit more like it's a mitten of such. Now I can bring the scaling up, making it very clear that it has texture, or I can bring it down. I'm gonna keep it relatively how it was, so I'm not going too over crazy or anything like that. But here is now our mitten right now. So I like this, and I'm gonna keep this. And now I'm going to go onto my selective tool. This is basically so I don't do any more changes to it, and I can just scale this down to the size that I wanted. Now, I have a feeling that I've done this wrong, so it's actually flipped at the moment. That's fine though, because I can simply do that, or I can change that by going into transform, and I can transform this and actually go to reflect. So it's really simple, it's really nice and really cool, and just keep them vertical. I've got a thing in my head that vertical is side by side, horizontal is up and down. When I was a kid, it honestly kind of flipped my mind a bit to think that horizontal, because in my mind horizontal was like, if I think about that, it says horror, so it's like side by side. V is, you know, up and down in a sense, but it wasn't. Completely changed. So gonna go side by side now. I'm gonna put my hand up so my thumb is actually more closer to my head right now, so that's why I've got it like that. And I'm just gonna bring this around, bring this down. It's a bit big to proportion, but we can always change that and make it smaller. That doesn't look good at all. Do I want that? The question is, do I want that? Do I want that? Do I want that? No, it's horrible. It's horrible. I spent way too much time on that anyway. So, well, if I don't like that, I'm gonna go for the next simple plain thing, which is basically I'm gonna show it its fingers. Basically, just gonna show its fingers, and I'm gonna be making some sticks. Do this, and then that's fine. Click from that. Go back onto had an itch there, and I'm also going to be making another one and another one. No, so simple things like that. I'm actually going to go into this and just bring down the stroke a bit, trying to make these look like they're from the branch itself. Okay, go from this. You know what, that's fine. That's fine, not going to go into too much trouble with that. So we have our arm like so. I really wanted to make some mittens. I really wanted to. Ah well. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to basically select all of this and shift click. If I go into a bit more, shift click and get the circle as well. Right now I'm going to also go into the layers tab, which is basically this one here. And I'm going to go into the layer and I can see all of these things that I've made. They are layers, and what I'm going to do is right click and basically say group. So these are now their own group. So if I move one, I move them all type thing. So yeah, I'm also going to go back, Control Z, and go a backspace and put them back to where they were. But this time, if I want to collect all of them and I want to, just copy, duplicate this entire thing, I can, now that it's a group. And like before, I can transform this into a reflective object, vertical. And then I can just place it on the other side if I wanted to, and I am. I'm going to want to. I'm going to make this a little bit lower, and into this, all I can really do, or if I wanted to, select this part and just angle it a bit downwards, and I'll also move this around as well. Just make it look a bit different in a sense. So we know. So just by looking at it, it doesn't look completely normal. And then at this point, make some eyes, make some lovely, beautiful eyes. Hello, like hello, darling. So at this point, I will change the fill to nada, and I'll place this into a kind of grey or black. We'll go black for now, make it look more chocolatey. And with this I can just simply copy and paste this again and just bring it down to here. And now I can do the exact same, copy paste, and bring this down so it can be a nose. I can also angle it a bit to a 90-degree angle and make it look like a button. Maybe I can also shrink it as well so it looks smaller. And I'll also change the color to be a bit more grey. or if you want to go for a bit more traditional nose, we can just change the color to orange, a carrot. There we go. Happy carroty snowman. And we'll also copy paste again the black button, and we'll change this more into a circle now. Copy that and paste, paste, paste. Basically making 3 more, and just placing these down here, making a smirky and yet funny friend. Happy, he's happy. Okay, so at that point, then we've made our snowman. The only things left is a hat. Now we can go for the normal traditional hat, or we can go for more of a cap. And this is completely up to you. You can do whatever you want. What I'm probably going to be doing is something a bit more like what am I going to do? That's a good question. What am I going to do? Go for something like this. Yeah, I'll make it a bit more traditional in the sense of olden time. Actually, you know what? No. Hats, all of that. What I'm going to go for is really nice, really simple. And somebody on YouTube actually wear these, and you might find that out in a second. Gonna try and change the color to say blue. Make it thinner. Make it a bit more tight around the head. And what I can also do, zoom in a bit more, is go into this tool right here. I can't direct selection tool, and I can just choose this one and bring this in a bit, and go with the same size. Just basically bring it into that, and there we go. We have a bandana wearing snowman. Yes, I went with it. What I'm also going to do is going to try and get the outline as well. So make an outline, only 1 pixel though. So there's a bit of an outline, but it's not too much there. If I really wanted to, I might actually, to make this look a little bit more interesting, is we can go down to this and we can place some key points in the middle. Some key points in the middle, and then we can actually just pick both of these, shift click both of these, and just point them down a bit. Point these down a bit, and that way there's a little bit more detail when it comes to it. You can't really see it out too far front, but it just makes it a little bit less straight and a little less perfect, or a little less computer generated, which is kind of my goal for this. Now, for some strange reason, I think my happy snowman is now turning out to be a bit more scary snowman. So I'm going to try and lift this up as well. That's even more scary. What am I doing? What am I doing? Right, happy. He's happy. I'm happy. Let's go. Moving on. Moving on before it gets too creepy. Right, so we have our snowman. We can put a scarf around him. We can put some satchels around him. For right now, I think that's going to be perfectly fine. And I'm also just changed my complete mind now, haven't Why do I do this to myself? So, what I'm essentially doing here is making Olaf, the character from Frozen, making Olaf's father, in a sense. So, don't ask me why, I just am. Because everybody knows that Olaf has, you know, these little feet, basically, that is there. Wrong button. So what I'm essentially doing is doing the exact same thing down here. I'm going to bring these a bit further up as well. So is this one. And at the moment, I don't like them in front of the ball of snowman that we would normally have. So what I can do is basically right click onto this and basically say to arrange, go to back. And here they're on the back now. It's happy. We're all happy. He has feet now. Brilliant. We're all good. So now I can move on to something else except for the snowman. Now up in this corner here, there's not much going on. Now what I fancy doing is not too difficult. It's basically pushing this, click, if you hold shift, no matter where you point, or unless you want to go for a more diagonal approach, you'll always have like a straight line of such. Now I like that because at this point right here, we're going to treat this as our like background line. So up here we can add some sky if we really wanted to, or anything like that. I'm not going to, but what I am going to do is essentially make like a tree, a Christmas tree. So we'll go for that now. So we shall go for that. I'm not going to go too in depth with it. Stop messing around and let's do this. Right, what I'm going to do is make that our bottom. I'm going to change the color to a bit more Christmassy. We haven't got any green in there at the moment, so let's go for a nice green for the bottom. What am I talking about? The Christmas tree is going to be green, so let's go for, say, a darky yellow for the moment. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to be pen drawing a Christmas tree. So here right now I'm going to come off with that, press this, and I'm going to push this, and I'm just going to bring this straight out to the side here. And then you kind of like bring these out of such. Now at the moment it doesn't look that great because we have the fill on, so it's kind of trying to find where, or like what we're trying to do at the moment. And at the moment we haven't really got anything good going for it. So I'm going to go to the middle right now, and then I'm going to try and do the exact same on the other side. Bear in mind this isn't going to be perfect. And I'm going to essentially try and make exactly the same thing that we've just done on the other side. So it's going to be a bit weird, it's going to be a bit wonky, but no tree is perfect. Every tree is has a little bit of fun and flavor to it. And I'm essentially going to be making another side. Now that looks horrible. Looks horrible, but it's mine. It's mine, and it's never gonna be completely right. It's never gonna be completely right. So what I can do here, if I really wanted to, is essentially pick this and bring this out frontwards, and bring this to the back, and bring this down to here, and bring this one down to here as well. Essentially bringing that in and tying that on. Now we have all of this. I can go onto the top here, and I can actually make this green, like this, more of a tree. So that looks better now that it has that. But if for say sake, we want to have some sort of indication that, you know, it does have, you know, an actual piece. It is like it is a tree. It does have a spine to it. We can easily fix that by going more into the middle here. Just nope. Okay, so rectangle is perfectly fine as well. We can just go for here. What we'll do is we'll make this without any of that. I'm also going to be putting in dark one there, and while that's done, I'm going to go into my normal select tool, and I'm going to bring this out a bit more, make the trunk a bit more fat than usual. And you know what, I like that because it indicates that it's going into the box. So now that we brought that out with our crazy cartoonic look of a tree, it's so cartoonic, it's unbelievable cartoonic. We can bring this, oh, I'm just going to try and fix the mistake that we have down here. So we can bring this down to where it is. Now, I can now group these together. Make this a group in its own. So that's happy now. And what we can do here, because we don't want this the main attraction at the moment, it's the same size as our happy snowman. I'm going to make this smaller, less attractive looking tree, more in the background. So it's in the background, it's not taking anything away from our snowman. The snowman's still our first thing to see, but it's our snowman. And we have a hideous looking tree over in the distance. So what I'm choosing to do right now is essentially making some tinsel type stuff. I really shouldn't. I'm horrible at doing this stuff. So I am so sorry if this doesn't look too good. But hey, whatever happens, happens. Oh right, it's not that, because we don't want that. We want this. Say, actually we'll go for red for the moment. Go for more of a red type color for the moment. And with this, I can essentially say to my effects place, go into style, I can essentially say I want an outer glow, making it look a bit more glowy. So glow color, I want it to be, oh, guess it, red. Thank you very much. I want it to be quite big, so octopusy be quite big. So I want to be able to see it. My computer's running slow now, so we're gonna have to wait for a little bit. But that's now processed that. I'm not too sure if it's worked or not. Tell you what, all of you go away. All of you go away, and I'm just gonna make this directly brightest red we have. Okay, making this as bright as red we have, and then I'm going to do our old trick, our copy and duplicate tool as well. So I can put this end down here, and then with our other tool we can essentially, what are you doing? Nope, I want all of you to be over here. And I want you to come okay, and then I just stop talking for a moment. So what I'm essentially doing at this point is just trying to get what our tinsel was gonna be like, essentially differentized. And right here I'm gonna try and select all of these, copy and paste them in the same direction, but then at the same time I'm also going to transform them and reflect them to be vertical. At this point we have all of these selected that we can all just change these to say yellow, to our good friend yellow, our brightest friend yellow, and essentially put them wherever we want downwards. So what I'm doing here is essentially just moving these around a bit. I'm gonna bring this one down a bit more, try and make it look like it's not exactly the same type or exactly the same thing. So I'm gonna tighten that up to there so it looks a little bit different. Now we have some things down here as well, but I can simply just choose one of these and I can just copy and paste that one again, bringing this down here, and I'm basically essentially saying that there's more yellow in this than anything. So here we are with our pretty much tinselated tree. Only thing left is a star and angel, and frankly in this we have a star tool. So guess what? So guess which one we're going to have. So yeah, we have our star tool, and I'm probably going to make this more of a oh, you know what? Yeah, I like that. So we'll go for more of that kind of star, and we'll stick it right on the top. Pierce the bum. Why did I say that? Why? I don't know. Please figure that I said that, I guess. But also what I'm going to do here as well is make this bigger. I've now decided that I want this to be bigger. I'm also decided that I want to copy and duplicate this at the same time. Actually going back and basically pasting it in the same place. And what I'm going to be doing here as well is taking off the outline, changing this to a yellow. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to be getting rid of the fill and replacing the yellow with the outline, and then at this point I'm just going to shrink it in the same place as that, making our nice Steven Universe looking star. So there we go. Now the only thing that is missing from our tree in the background is, you guessed it, prezzies. So I'm going to be making some presents in this, which are some quick little diddle things here, which I'm gonna bring back the fill, and I'm gonna make a bit more blue, make the outline to be black again, and then it wouldn't be a present without, you know, say like a bow or wrapping paper or anything like that. Now the only thing that I am going to be doing to make it a bit more plain and simple for me is essentially making yet again another rectangle on this already made rectangle, and I'm going to change the color for this one to say a more of an orange. So I have this like this right now. I'm gonna duplicate this right here, and essentially I'm going to right click and I'm going to transform this to rotate. Now we have angles, and we all know 90 of the angle is going to be side on from what we originally had it as. So once we've got it into the middle here, we can then expand these at the same time, holding Alt as well to essentially keep one side same, or to move both sides. Sorry, I'm trying to think but also do things at the same time, which other people make it look so much easier than me. So I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. But that is our present box. This is one of many of our present box. Now, yes, I said many because I am going to be making similar ones as well. So, gonna, you know, group this together again, group it together, get all of this together as well, and essentially copy and paste this a couple of times. And maybe one more, paste this one more time. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go into these shapes. Now I can, well, once we double click on our shapes, we can actually change the layers inside of the groups. So this is a reason why I do groups, is because it's not always set, and you don't change everything that's been put onto that one object, into that group of objects. So yeah. So here we are with this. Yeah, so here we are with this one. Completely went on a different train of thought just then. Changing that to that, but then I can also go into this one and change one of the ribbons to say blue. Now I come out of that, it's a little bit different, which is pretty much okay to do. I'm going to go into this one as well, click onto the box and just change it to a different color. And then I'm going to choose both of these ribbons, and I'm going to change the colors of these to, say, green. And essentially what we're doing right here is we're just changing the boxes so they don't look completely the same. We're trying to make them look a little bit different, so there's a difference in all of them, so they're not all the same. So yes, what we are going to change this to is, let's say, pink. Let's go for pink. Pink has been underrated for a while, and that's not good. So we'll change these to, say, what haven't we got at the moment? We haven't got red. That's black. I don't like black. Purple and red do not go together. They're too bright next to each other. So we'll go for a blue for now, and then this one we'll change the box color to dark blue, and then we'll change the ribbons, ribbits, to the reds, and that way it should complement the box of such. So then we have our Christmas type themed boxes, and now we have our boxes. So at this point I can now basically change the sizes of some of them. I can make them smaller, I can make them like larger, I can make them stretched out a bit more, and just basically make them different. So with this right here, essentially just changing this all around. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to go into my transform, rotate and 90 degree it. Yep. Choose the place that's going to be. Now it's very big and I don't like that, so I'm going to shrink it down. I'm going to keep the position of the box how it normally is, and then I'm going to get one of these and place it, say, in front of it, so then we get, like, you know, a different sheets of boxes, and then we can bring these down to scale if we really want to. I want to, and sometimes when it comes to some stuff like this, so if you want to try and get like a job within this type of area, your main focus is what is a representation of background and foreground. So if things want to be in front of something else, the bottom bit of the object needs to be further below, in a sense. So what I'm doing right here is doing the same thing, just rotating this again and moving this over a bit more. I'm also going to take this to the back. So I'm going to go to arrange and send it to the back. So it's behind the tree, so it looks like there's something behind the tree as well. And then we're going to go over here and drop this behind this. So how foreground and background works is, if something is behind an object, you want that outline to be behind the other objects, or the other object background. So if we zoom in here close enough, we know that obviously this is the most forward present of all. Why? because of the outline, it's lower. We've made our background, so that's our background, that's our furthest point away. And any presents that are front to back, we can clearly show it. But also make sure that any front objects are, like, say, lower than any of the background objects. It just keeps that eye of that detail, basically, of what things are. So yeah, and then that's where we have it. That's where stuff is. So that's a snowman and his family, or his presence in their background. So that's quite nice. Kind of like that. What I'm also going to do to make it a bit personal to me is I'm going to import one of my friendly pictures. I'm going to have to open this to go to one of my folders, one of my hard drives, and essentially go to these are old ones as well. Oh, what you saying? Oh, it's Christmas time. Oh, what you gonna be doing now? I'm gonna go on a ride. Oh, this is the time, so let's go out and play now. We're gonna have a good time, so come on, let's have Christmas it. And that's not the one. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, that's not the one. Oh no, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, that's not the one, not the one, not the one, not the one. Oh, here we go, the new HD version of the one. Oh, oh, a penguin time of the month. Yeah, yeah, this is our living life. I can't rap, I can't sing. Help me, God, help me, Satan, please. No, not Satan. Santa. Help me, Santa. That's it. That's why he doesn't visit me that much. Keep calling him Satan. It's not. It's Santa. It's Santa Claus. Santa Claus or Saint Nick, as he prefers to be called. But hey. Right. It's loading. It's going slow as balls. Balls, picnic balls, swinging balls. Right, this isn't working. Oh no, I didn't save this. That's another thing that as a person that works on like softwares as After Effects, Premiere Pro, Illustrator, we do have, or as a creative person that does do projects, there are times when we get into our work that we just completely forget to save, and that can be a real big pain, especially when something like this has happened, where I can't do anything until this has sorted itself out. So it's going crazy, and it's basically got to the point where it's like how can I do this? There's like 3 things going up at the same time. One's taking so much process power. The other one is linked to that process power, so it's taking up more. Then another one is feeding that processor power through another processing power. So it's like trying to figure out what it should be doing, what it needs to be doing, and what's the best way of doing it. And my computer isn't the best computer, so it's struggling a bit, and I can't really do anything about that. I'm telling you, Saint Nick, Santa gave me one of these, basically said, hey, try this out. It's like Coca-Cola, but no sugar, and he knows I have a lot of sugar, so he gave me one of these, and man, have I been addicted to it. So, you know, Saint Nick, you've got my back, and I appreciate that. You know, I appreciate that, Saint Nick. I appreciate it. Right, this is not going great, so I'm unfortunately gonna have to do that. What is going on here? I don't know. Just go straight on back into Illustrator and see if it opens up properly. And hopefully it will be good. Hopefully it will be good. Good. Hopefully things will run properly. So, the thing that you should take out of this is save your work. No matter what you do, you should always save your work. Especially when you're going into things like visual effects or editing. Saving your work is yes please, yes please, yes please, yes. Yeah, make sure that things are properly going forth. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. We're back to this now. Yay. Oh yay. Right, I'm gonna be changing a couple of things. So we had a good run with all of that stuff. It could continue forth, but crashes aren't helpful, and when one does come around, it's a pain in my butt. So what I'm going to be doing here, right now, is essentially I'm essentially making my own personal owner. Oh no, don't you dare do this. Come on. Why are you having such a hard time with this? Here's to show you. Doing stuff on computers isn't always the best. Sometimes plain old paper is better. So be better and go off and do something that's actual physical. Go and get some energy and stuff like that, because it'll be better at the end of the day. So yes, but either way, thank you all for being here. This is a welcoming page, but I'm also saying goodbye because I'm going to be leaving this video here. So generally, hopefully I've got you into the Christmas mood, and if I haven't, then what have I done then? I mean, you didn't tell me it was Tuesday. You waited until now to tell me it was Tuesday. Can't get the people. Can't get the people. But thank you so much for anybody that's been watching this one. It generally has been a good time just to come on here and reveal myself back into humanity, and hopefully Christmas will be good for you. So yeah, yes, hopefully everything is going good for you. Before we go, I am gonna be hopefully trying to get another stream up on Saturday. That will hopefully be just like this one, but you know, more talking, because Saturdays are my talking days like it's supposed to be, and not Tuesdays, but it's okay. And yes, I am in my room alone, and I just like doing that to show that I have friends, but really not in my crazy mind. I have no friends, so I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. But no, generally, just have a good Christmas. I'm having a great one with my family. We're gonna be chilling out, chillaxing, and having a good time. My grandparents are gonna be there. They're staying over for the night, and generally, I'm in the Christmas spirit right now. I'm probably gonna try and get my room sorted out, do some of my repainting stuff done. Hopefully tomorrow. Ow! Just burnt myself. Honestly, my room becomes the hottest place in the house at night. It's like my radiator doesn't like me being cold, so it likes me being hot. I don't like it because it burns. It burns. It burns. But no, generally. Be like a penguin, stay cool, say all the good things to Santa, and you'll have a great Christmas. But no, generally, be like a penguin, stay cool, and I will see you all in the next live stream / video, whatever I make. I'll probably be making some new ones and some more over the Christmas time. So hopefully you all will have a great Christmas, and if you don't, well, I am sorry, but hopefully you've had a good time with this video, and hopefully you'll be able to talk to a whole lot of people. Maybe not family, and trust me, my family have been crazy the last couple of weeks, and I've been trying to do things on my own. It's not, the greatest things, but hey. Also, if you like this audio, if you like this microphone, it's a beautiful microphone. It's this little thing right here. It's generally something that I've used last week, I do believe, when I was doing, I think it was a recording I was using it on, and I think I was using it on my phone. So, was it my phone? No, I think it was when I was doing my gaming thing. I think it was when I was doing my gaming thing. But yeah, if you like this audio, if you like this microphone, I will definitely be doing more stuff with it. I generally like it because it doesn't capture the mayhem that my consoles or my PC, not PC, my Mac, or the loud noisiness of my family. It just captures me, and I like that. It just focuses on me, and I like it. I like it so much. I like it. It will be going in its box after this video, or after the stream, so yeah. But no, everything is going smooth, everything is going well, and I hope everything works out perfectly for you. So generally, be good, be great, be like a penguin, and I will see you next time. But that is going to be it for now, so take care. Take care, every single one of you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Crazy town.